You've seen these fights before?
Oh yes, a lot of fights have the guys here in Shipyard.
This has been going on for many years, and the elders of the church, they set up a meeting with these guys that are excommunicated and with their people. So they had a meeting at the church or at the school, wherever it was, and basically came to an agreement that the violence was going to stop. And these guys were going to stay at their corners, basically gang. They have a different group over there and they have a group over here. So these guys were supposed to stay over here and do their business over here, and those guys over there don't interfere with each other.
Last week Wednesday, Henry Reimer and his friend George Petcow were hurt during a fight which broke out at the Petcow's residence when the Mennonite gangs clashed. It all has to do with who's accepted in the community and who's not.
For instance, this last outbreak of violence that we had just a week ago, the father is excommunicated but the mother is not. And the family is largely disliked in the community, and so then their son gets picked on, and his friends.
And what happened is these guys were at Petka's house right on the roadside doing their thing, and those people show up and started fighting again. And the fight broke loose, and nobody could separate it, so his mom came and interfered, and then these guys were chasing her away with a machete. And then the old man, Franz Petka, he's in jail right now. He's facing charges for manslaughter. He went and got his shotgun and fired into the air, a warning shot. Leave my wife alone, leave my son alone, because these guys were attacking his son with sticks and machetes. Basically like a swarm of African killer bees.
The Orange Walk Police Department has a totally different version of the incident. They say that young George Petcow was the instigator and the one who had the machete, threatening and aggressing innocent passers-by.
He started insulting these people for no reason, and told him he gonna stay there. And apparently he went back to his home, brought back a machete, and told him he gonna chop them up. The people they had a struggle and were able to get away the machete from the man, and Mr. George called for his dad, Pancho, Mr. Franz Petcow, better known as Pancho, who came down driving his pickup, attacked these two individuals. They were walking away. Mr. Franz was armed with a 16 gauge shotgun, and the people decided to walk away. When they went back, they had a shot, and one of them, Heinrich, received a brace on his right cheek and his back as a result of the shotgun shot by Mr. Petcow. He was subsequently arrested and charged.
The Mennonites we spoke to displayed a deep distrust of the police, who they claim are compromised by the elders in the community. They maintain that those the elders do not like frequently come out on the wrong side of the equation when police are involved.
Oftentimes it is instigated by the fathers in the community, and when things get out of hand, then there are generally a few people that are picked on as the bad guys, and the people that are liked, they're supported, and everything is kind of covered up.
This is an ongoing situation for some years now, where this Petcow have been involved in little altercation with people of Shipyard. Many of them just decide to the community leaders to just arrange it and request no court action. But it's not the first time the police are dealing with the Petcow family.
Is it believed, from the tone you're saying, is it believed that the Petcow family are the instigators of this trouble?
Well, I wouldn't say they're instigators, but I said it's not the first time we're dealing with this situation. I can't say they're instigators, but it's not the first time we are dealing with such a situation involving the Petcow family.
All right. In terms of the incident that happened Wednesday, we have been told that the two gentlemen who had the machete chased the mother of, I believe it was Petcow, with the machete, saying that they would chop her head. Has the police?
Well, that is your version. We on this end had heard nothing as such as that. Our investigation has led to nothing as such.
The police department maintains that George Petcow attacked two other young men with a machete and had to be subdued.
They were on their carriage along the road and stopped in front of the area where Petka lives when Judge approached them. And Judge went back and got the machete and had a struggle with these two persons, and they were able to subdue him and take away the machete from him. That's our version, no?
That version, unfortunately, doesn't shed any light on how Henry Reimer just happened to be hit in the head with a flashlight.
The situation is we have made some charges, but we're still investigating the situation at this moment because there are more allegations. So we're looking at it at this moment. So the investigation continues.
Those who have fallen foul of the elders don't believe there is any such investigation, continuing or otherwise. They are desperate to expose the situation in Shipyard before it destroys the community.
Evil always escalates when it's left unchecked. Always. What's the solution to this? I don't know. I think that justice needs to prevail. But there's a little respect for justice in this community. There would be a high degree of trying to bribe, and not just trying, but actually bribing officials wherever they can to avoid problems. And that's part of the issue. When you start having that kind of clout where you can bribe the officials, you can cover up your side of the violence and always make the other person look bad, it's always going to escalate. When you have people like we saw last weekend, where a few men get picked on, and they're the bad guys because they're not in liked communities. But what's going to happen to these young men?
Henry Reimer has been attacked 4 times by other young men. The last time, he was knocked unconscious. He says the police have never done anything about the reports he's made to them. Mike Rodon for News 5.